The best ceremony happened today. And the best ceremony is the same thing as the Ballon d'Or, but it's FIFA, right? It is FIFA's best 11, and then they pick the best player in the world. And it's a ceremony that I don't want to say that it's becoming more creditable, is that the word, than the Ballon d'Or, because for me, the Ballon d'Or has always been so special. Growing up, like watching football for so many years, the Ballon d'Or has been so special, right? But I want to talk to you guys about something because I've been trying to find the right words in my head. And I don't even know when I make this video if this is actually if I'm going to be able to say what I really want to say. Vinicius Jr. won the best award. Rodri won the Ballon d'Or award, okay? Now, for me, there's two problems here. First of all, I want to say this. When I was defending Vinicius Jr. saying he should have won the Ballon d'Or, I got so much hate for that. People were saying I know no ball knowledge. I'm stupid. I shouldn't talk about football. Here's the first thing I want to tell you. I agree. I never make a video thinking I have ball knowledge. I literally started talking about football because I've always been a FIFA YouTuber, and me and my viewers on stream, I used to just talk about football just because, you know, I see you guys as my friends, and what I do with my friends is talk sports. I call my cousin every night. We talk about Benfica, Sporting. We talk about Real Madrid and the Premier League. And then when we're done with that, we talk about the Washington Commanders, which is American football. We talk sports. And that's what I do with my friends. That's what I do with my closest friends. So with you guys, I just talk sports. I never think my opinions are right? I never really think that. But I'm super confused now, okay? I'm like extremely confused because I think to myself, how can you have these two ceremonies and one wins one and the other wins the other? Like Rodri wins the Ballon d'Or and Vinny wins the best. Clearly something's wrong in football and there's too much politics. Because how do people that are in the sport get this wrong? We'll get to that in a minute. First, I want to show you guys how it went down. And I think this is a beautiful, beautiful 11. I think this is good. I think there's players that were incredible that missed, but this is amazing, right? This is amazing. Carvajal at right back, I think he deserves that more than any right back in the world. He was incredible. Saliba, legit, I think the guy could be the best center back in the world. Okay, like I'm not gonna jump to that, but this is amazing. Okay, this is phenomenal. Everything about this is phenomenal. I love that he's in here. Ruben Diaz, amazing. You guys see how important he is to City. Rudiger, incredible. Incredible. He had a good Euro, had a good Real Madrid season. Great. Jude Bellingham was phenomenal. Okay. Rodri, incredible. Best defensive mid in football. No doubt about that. We all know that. I'm not taking nothing away from Rodri. What a season this guy had. Incredible. Toni Kroos, man, he left Madrid. Madrid's kind of falling apart in that midfield. He's incredible. Lamine Yamal, let's go, man. Like, look at that. It don't matter your age, bro. The man's in the best. Lamine Yamal is incredible, incredible, incredible. Here's the thing. The only person that I think is just levels at the right wing position, especially this season, right now that's happening, Salah. Salah's mad, bro. Salah's mad. And people always like don't give Salah enough credit. Because I think Salah, legitimately, I think Salah, lads, I think Salah is one of the most overlooked players in all of football. I'll say that right now. This guy puts up stats season in and out every season. Boom, boom, stats. Might miss a couple seasons where he kind of, Salah is so underrated. He is one of the greatest footballers of all time, and people will not talk about that, but he is. Lamine Yamal's in this team. I understand it. He was so important to Spain to start this season off. You see how important he is to Barcelona. Lamine Yamal was an exciting player. I get it. If someone else was there, I could understand it. It is what it is. Haaland at striker makes sense. Who's better than him at the 9? Not really anybody. And then Vinicius Jr. at left wing. Look, there ain't many people better than Vinicius Jr. at the left wing. Now, amazing. I like that. We all can kind of agree with that, okay? But here's where the problem lies, okay, lads? And this is what's really confusing to me. We're going to get to the point where we are now going to see how the voting worked. So remember that for me, if I'm trying to like get advice from someone on how to do something, right? If someone's like, if I'm trying to build my house and I'm like, yo, man, I want to build my house, right? So I go and I hit up like a couple people and they're like, well, listen, man, you should do it this way, this way, this way. But then a house contractor who builds houses every day comes to my house and is like, hey, man, listen, I know those people told you to do it this way, but they're telling you wrong. You should probably do it like put the wood here, right? I'm going to probably take the advice from someone who does it every day. So when you look at the people who do it every day, the players that are on the field, that understand the sport, that are going through it every single day, 617 voted for Vinicius Jr. 374 voted for Rodri. They do it every single day. In, out, every day. Training, playing this game. They voted for Vinny, okay? Coaches who are around this game every single day, very close. 438 to Vinny, 461 to Rodri. Here's the thing, though. If I'm a coach, okay, I legitimately would like what Rodri does for a team more than Vinny, if that makes sense. Because there's a lot of wingers in football. There's not that many good defensive mids in football. And I think that's a very important thing to look at. I'm not saying that Vinny's replaceable. I'm just saying that there's not that many teams that have a good ball-winning, amazing defensive mid, right? You don't have that. It's very hard to find someone that is so good at playing the defensive mid position because it's a position that a lot of people don't play, right? But the way Vinny plays the left wing is very hard as well. But what I'm saying is if I'm a coach and I'm building a starting 11, what would I want? I'm the type of person that I would want a defensive mid better. But defensive mid position is one of my favorite positions on the whole field. Like, take me back to being a kid. I always played like the 9 and always wanted to be up front. But as I started growing up, I realized that my favorite position on the entire field is defensive mid. I think they're so important. I think the way they intercept the ball, the way they help the center backs, the way they fill the center backs' roles, the way they fill the left backs and right backs' roles when they're out of position, the way they are the brains that get the ball going forward to your cams and to your center mids. They're just so important, right? They're such an important piece. So if I'm a coach, I could probably understand and see that, right? That aspect of like, yo, like that's such an important part to the team. But still, it's extremely, extremely close, okay? Then you have the media where it was very close, but Rodri wins it by a few, all right? Now, here's my thing, lads, and I'm going to get stick for this, but I'm going to say it because I don't care. I don't care about the media's opinion because the media is one of those things where how am I supposed to take the media serious when you guys were bashing this guy for dancing? The media was bashing this guy for dancing, and you want me to take your vote serious. I'm not, but you kidding me, bro? That's crazy talk, bro. That's insane. That's nonsense. That's gibberish. Like, I don't. Why is the media getting a vote? But it is what it is. The media votes. Okay, so he wins. Rodri wins the media. Okay, and then the fan voting. It ain't even close. The fans, the people that watch this game every single day, it ain't even close. Vinny wins by 1 point. He got 1.1 million votes. Rodri didn't even break 300,000. With that being said, players, Vinny just annihilates Rodri. And then coaches, Rodri wins by like, what is that, like 20 extra votes, 18, 19, somewhere around there, some number like that. Okay, somewhere around there. So Rodri barely wins. How did he win the Ballon d'Or? I just don't get it. How did he win? How did he win the Ballon? Like, it's not even close when it comes to the players. It ain't even close when it comes to the players, bro. It ain't even close. And it's very close when it comes to the coaches, which mean for all these people that were running around saying like, oh, Vinny shouldn't have got it, blah, 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 blah. Oh, you got no ball knowledge. It's crazy. Let me break it down for you. VVD voted for Vinicius Jr. Salah voted for Vinicius Jr., lads. Salah voted for Vinicius Jr., okay? I'm going to bring up this real quick so y'all can see it. The best men's 2024, okay? Vinicius Jr., 48 points. Rodri, 43. Jude Bellingham, 37. Carvajal, 31. Lamine Yamal, 30. Lionel Messi, 25. Toni Kroos, 18. Haaland, 18. Mbappe, 14. Wirtz with an 8. Valverde with a 4. You go off that list how you want. for me, it's just so weird. Is Messi still 6, bro? I don't know. I ain't here to argue all that, but these ceremonies are so weird to me. They're so weird. And the reason I'm going to tell you they're so weird, and this is where I'm going to get stick, but I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to get stick for this, but I don't care. Here's my problem with the best ceremony and the Ballon d'Or and all this. So Vinicius Jr. had 48 score. Rodri had 43. Jude Bellingham had 37. Carvajal had 31. You put Carvajal in 4th place. How is Carvajal that far away from Rodri? He won the Champions League. He won La Liga. He won the Euro. He was the most important player in that City game, which was the decisive game to get them to win the Champions League, if you guys remember that. Carvajal was huge in the Euro. He even had to give himself up and get a red card for Spain to get through, if you guys remember that. Late in the game, he had to take a red card. This guy, in all the clutch games, Carvajal was one of the biggest players in all of them for Madrid and for Spain. We all know that. Am I saying he should win a Ballon d'Or? No, but what I'm saying is, how did Rodri get 43 points and Carvajal got 31? I'm just not understanding how the voting takes place. Because do I think Rodri is one of the world's best players? Yes. Do I think Rodri deserves to be in the top 3? Yes. I'm not taking nothing away from Rodri. I'm just saying, like, if you're looking at the Rodri situation, like the way he plays football, he's defensive, goes forward, but really he's just like the heart and soul of a team. So is Carvajal. Carvajal's doing that same stuff. So it's very hard for me to just understand how they get all of it. You know what I mean? And again, I'm more for the best list than I am for the Ballon d'Or. I'm going to keep it real with you. I think these lists make more sense in my opinion. But I do still want to understand and kind of grasp, because I thought Dani Carvajal was insane. Do I think Dani Carvajal was over Rodri? No, but I think he should be closer to Rodri, because I'm just not understanding how, like, if Lamine Yamal got 30 points because of how great his contribution was for Spain, and if Rodri got 43 points because of how great his contribution was for Spain and also City, right? How is Carvajal not getting more points, winning? Like, how is Lamine Yamal only 1 point behind Carvajal? Carvajal won the Euro, won La Liga, won the Champions League, was one of the most important players in a lot of those games, and he's 1 point ahead of Lamine Yamal. Again, I'm not saying Lamine Yamal don't deserve to be there, because he does, but should it be like, you get what I'm saying? Y'all understand? Guys, I don't get it. I try to comprehend it, and I don't really understand it, and I don't think I really want to understand it, if I'm being fully honest with you. But at the end of the day, lads, Vinicius Jr. wins the best award. Anyways, guys, that is my thoughts on the best ceremony. I know it's kind of crazy. I just ranted so much right there. But Vinicius Jr. wins the best player in the world. Congratulations to him. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, man. Do you think the Ballon d'Or is losing more credibility every single day? Or do you guys think, it's football, man, and we'll never, ever, 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 ever agree?